This is Myra Elaine on the Buying Space Channel. This is a mail call. This is from Lisa's New Adventure. She always puts the prettiest stickers on her packages. This one is from Teresa. Teresa's a new seller to me. She makes pins. I was so happy when I went in her chat. She occasionally does bingo too. And I bought a pin. And she played this game called the Ducky Game. And I selected a duck. And my number was 3, which is the highest number you can get. And she sent me 3 free pins. So that's Teresa. And here we have a package from Johnny, Cajun Roots Reseller. And this is a purchase from an auction. And we have another package here from Johnny, Cajun Roots Reseller that is a bingo win. This beautiful package is from Personal. And I believe this is from Tool God's Vintage and Resale, but I don't know. When I get an email that is a packing notice that I've got a package from somebody and they don't put on their Shippo or Pirate Ship their name, they just put Personal. Even when I get the email, I have no way to know who it's from. This is from the same state as Two Old Guys Vintage and Resale, but it doesn't look like their style. So they almost always send a box. So I don't know who this is from, and I really would like to know who it's from before I do the unboxing. And this is from Nana Tinks. Nana Tinks goes back and forth between Florida and up north. And I like to order from her. Well, I like to order from her anyway. She's a good reseller, but I prefer to order from her when she's in Florida. And this is from Debbie and Max Go Thrifting from the Hump Day auction. And this is from Two Hip Chicks, Dawn and Mary. And I probably bought that at the Hump Day auction too. But this package, well, I'm not happy about this package. This package, you can see it's hooved up in the middle. This has a tin in it that's 97 years old. And it's bendable, and it's vintage, and it's antique, and it's from Germany. And this box is hooved up. And I don't care how much bubble wrap that reseller put in here, there's a danger that that tin could cave in. And I'm not happy with that this is hooved up. She went on and on about how she finds the right box. This is not the right box. The right box would have been at least a 1/4 of an inch or 1/2 an inch taller and would not have been hooved up on the top. And also this reseller sent me 2 packages. And for the amount of postage she spent on the 2 packages, she could have sent it FedEx and saved me money and also protected this item more than it is with a hooved up box. Also, they were, from what I understand, they were both mailed the same day, and I received one of the packages, but not the other. That's what happens when you split your order. You cause your customers to have a greater amount of postage, and you put half the order in danger of not arriving. And, I could just go on and on about how unhappy I am. And also, she was having a live, or she was on an auction with somebody else. And she started discussing my account, my postage, with this other reseller, which I understand if you're new, you might want to get advice from somebody. This person was in the chat And she started talking about how she had talked to her about the postage. Um, First of all, I would never blame anyone someone's getting advice from. And two, I don't mind if you're inexperienced at shipping or reselling and you talk to another reseller about what to do. But if we're in a chat room with 15 to 50 people and you start discussing my business, I have a problem with that. You should send me a private email. Matter of fact, she'd already sent me a private email and said she was going to save me money by putting a box in a bag. This is not a box in a bag. And at that point, I'd only ordered this amount of stuff from her. I hadn't ordered the other stuff. But I thought, well, since she's talked to this other reseller, maybe she knows what she's doing. She still didn't know what she's doing because this is a hooved up box with a 97-year-old item in it that cannot be replaced if it's damaged. That's another thing. If you sell vintage and you sell a rare item that you couldn't go on Amazon and find, and matter of fact, this item is German. So if I wanted to replace it, I might find one in Germany, but I'm going to pay, I don't know, $50, $60 in postage alone to get this replaced if it's damaged. I mean, we'll see whether it's damaged or not, but never put 10 bendable, breakable items in a hooved up box, ever. I don't care if it adds $10 to the postage. If it added $10 to the postage, all of my items could have come FedEx for less than the postage I paid for 2 different shipments. And they were shipped basically on the same day. One was shipped by UPS. This one was shipped by United States Postal Service. The other one was shipped by UPS to a post office box, which means when it arrives at the post office, it is no longer trackable. So I can't go to the postmaster and say, this package was delivered such and such a day, because it ends when it's delivered to the post office. And when I get it over the counter, it's not scanned. They don't have to scan it anymore once it arrives on their dock. So then it's a grievance between UPS, the United States Postal Service, and the Postal Service say, well, wasn't delivered really to us. It might say in their records, but we don't have any record of it being delivered. So don't send FedEx, UPS, any other carrier to the post office, because the UPS or other carrier's tracking number ends at the post office dock. And I've had the post office deny that they've received items shipped by a third-party carrier. So I'm not happy with how my stuff was shipped from this person. They kept talking about how they were going to ship it with kind of everybody. And now I'm just going to I'm not going to name their name, but anybody that was within earshot of her knows it's her, because she was telling on herself by discussing my business with other people. And I don't appreciate that. I've stated that repeatedly. And if I'm buying from you, it might behoove you not only to listen to your own unboxing videos from me, but to listen what I say to other people that I buy from. These other people I've bought from repeatedly. I don't think there's a new person here unless it's in that pink envelope. Let me see. Yeah, I've bought from all these other people and have been satisfied. Definitely satisfied repeatedly for my purchases with them. This is a new person. I try to occasionally buy from somebody. Yeah, I bought from her over a dozen times. So occasionally, really happy with these two. So the pink bag is still a mystery, but I repeatedly say what to do and what not to do when you're invoicing and shipping, and I have known preferences, but I try to give advice to resellers on what I like and don't like, but it's also kind of a general statement of, this is what happens when you do this to all of your customers, not just me. And hooved up boxes on antique tins or vintage tins that are German, not a good idea. I'm just saying. Not that I'll ever be in this situation again, but, she'll probably blame it on her husband. And that happens when your husband is your shipping department. But she went on her lives and with me, and we exchanged emails too. And she said she was going to do a box in a bag on this. And look, it's even off the table on the bottom because it's hooved up on the bottom and on the top because the box is not big enough for this item and is in danger of being bent, and it's irreplaceable. So, you all have a wonderful, blessed day, and I hope some of you out there listen to me and appreciate the tips that I give. And if I've said stuff that's, I don't know, constructive criticism and you don't like it, oh well, you can give me constructive criticism back in the comments or in your lives. That's fine. I had people complaining when I first started that I had a problem with people sending. Now, this seller sent this priority, sending stuff in priority boxes and not paying priority postage, that it was illegal. And I even had mods say, "Oh, Myra will do that to you." Well, I should have done that to everyone that did that because it's illegal. And finally, it became the consensus of the community that people should not be using priority boxes and shipping it ground or sending media rate in priority boxes or things that aren't media rate in priority boxes. So now everybody agrees with me that this was doing that was a bad idea. Of course, this seller is Nana Tink's treasurer, and she is a joy, and she does everything legally and properly and with common sense, and that's what I like to see. I'll probably not buy from this person again for a couple reasons, because she talked about my business in a live instead of just communicating with me. If she wanted to communicate privately with a more experienced reseller about my stuff, that would have been fine, because people would need advice when they're starting out. But to openly discuss it in chat, no. And also, after all she said that she was going to do to me privately and to her friends and in the live chat, she did not do what she said she was going to do. She said she's going to find the perfect box. She said she was going to ship this box in a bag. And then she split of course, she did say she was going to send it in 2 different packages. And I put right in the chat, no, I don't want that. But she did it anyway. So she didn't listen to me. She didn't do what she said. And she just publicly discussed my shipping in detail with everyone. And said, "Oh, I'm concerned because she's going to have so much postage costs." But she didn't do the box in the bag or have a proper size box or ship my stuff together like I requested. So, no. I mean, she's a lovely lady. I mean, she's loved by the community. But as far as my future business, it's not going to be there. We all have the right to pick and choose who we buy from or we don't buy from. And this is not okay, and I hope this isn't damaged. All I can do is ask her for a refund for that particular item and maybe part of the postage, because I paid to have this shipped, right? I had paid to have it shipped wrong and not the way I wanted it shipped. But so I should be refunded postage too. But but she might say no to that. So I got maybe a debate in my future if this is damaged. I'll unbox this first, but my unboxing probably won't air until January of 2024, because I don't want to, when I do the unboxing, I won't mention any of this unless it's damaged. And that leaves enough time between the mail call And the actual unboxing that people will most likely, except for her and maybe a few of her close friends, she complains about it too, will forget about it. And then she'll be doing her own negative advertising as she continues to, you know, publicly criticize me. So that's the way I do things. And if people want to, admit to the community that they've done something, then they're doing it. I'm not. So that's the way I do things. But thank you to all the other resellers that shipped, invoiced, and shipped and properly and listened to me about what I wanted as a customer. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful and blessed day.